This morning, at a loss for words, a Madison family in shock over a shooting which left a 20-year-old man dead. Police finding 60 shell casings at the scene of the shooting. What they're saying about the tragic event. Plus, the race for a competitive congressional district is heating up. A Western Wisconsin candidate jumping into the race this week. Full details on her race to 2024.
And we might have more showers and thunderstorms today, along with dealing with that smoke or haze. I'll break down when to expect those storms, as well it looks like tomorrow and the rest of next week.
Good morning. It's Saturday, July 15th. On this day in 1903, Ford took its first order for a car, and Greg Barnhart was around for it.
Dang, Greg got the first two orders, right?
Yes, you and I got the first two orders back then.
So
anyway, let's begin by taking a look at the weather for today.
Well,
Greg.
We had some fog out there this morning, still some patchy areas out there, but otherwise precipitation-wise, we're clear. Everything's to the south or east, but that will change a little bit this afternoon, this evening, with some showers and thunderstorms. Overall, big picture shows that front to the south, but we still have some cloud cover and another system to the north that's going to be basically digging south over the area through the next couple days. Overall temperatures right now, mid-60s. Have climbed up to almost 70 at La Crosse, but overall most areas are in the low to mid-60s this morning. We look at the, there's the fog. Actually, it's improved now. 4 miles at Lone Rock. We're up to 10 miles Mineral Point. So there's still some areas out there, but definitely has improved since this morning. Air quality is the big news today. It probably will get worse this afternoon as more thicker smoke comes in. But once again, unhealthy air quality probably through at least noon tomorrow, maybe all day Sunday too. But overall, there's your temperatures, hazy conditions. The rain chance is really about 4 to 6 p.m. It's still a very slight chance, but still we'll see a few out there. The same story for Madison, climbing up into the low 80s. Once again, sun, but a lot of haze out there with a percentage chance coming in for rain, probably around 4 to 6 p.m. Once again, later on, we'll kind of time out those storms today, but how much more we'll see tomorrow. The smoke one will actually get rid of it, and if we'll warm up next week to near 90, all that coming up a bit later in the broadcast.
Of course, Greg, we joke about your age and everything. You grew up actually with a buggy.
Yeah, I was up to that age, you know.
Anyway, we're having fun this morning. Yeah. Thank you so much, Greg. We'll check back in just a bit.
Ain't no words. There's no words you can say how a parent feels.
Mother is grieving over the loss of her son after he was shot in broad daylight on Madison's east side this week. In a press conference Friday, Madison Police Chief Sean Barnes said investigators believe the man was shot after a conflict between two groups of people that led to gunfire being exchanged. When officers arrived at the scene, they say community members were tending to the 20-year-old in the parking lot of an apartment complex. The man was taken away in an ambulance, but later died at the hospital. Detectives reportedly found more than 60 shell casings at the scene.
That tells us that we have some work to do. We all do with our community here and across the country on gun violence. And we're going to do our part as a police department, but we need our community to do their part and help us and be great community partners and call us early and often when you see conflict.
According to the police department, this is the 8th homicide in Madison this year. On Friday night, the family of the man who was killed honored his memory with a vigil and balloon release. His family is identifying him as Devin Grant. News 3 spoke with Grant's mom, Alicia, and she claims there was no fight, instead describing it as a drive-by shooting. Devin is the second child Alicia has lost this year. She says she's tired of seeing gun violence and young lives in her community.
No parent should witness their child getting killed, gunned down in the streets. No parent. We shouldn't be burying our child. Our kids should be burying us. He was 20. He was just starting to live his life.
Alicia says all she wants from the police is to find her son's killer. Anyone with information on the shooting is asked to call Madison area Crime Stoppers at the number seen on your screen. An inmate who officials say attacked a deputy at the Dane County Jail last week is now facing multiple charges. 31-year-old Rondino Fleming Jr. is charged with recklessly endangering safety, false imprisonment, and battery by prisoner. Fleming is accused of using a makeshift weapon to attack a Dane County deputy who was interviewing him in the jail. 2 deputies suffered minor injuries. This week, Fleming's signature bond was set for $500 per case. The race for a competitive Wisconsin congressional district is already heating up, with one candidate jumping into the race this week. It comes more than a year ahead of the primary election. Political reporter Will Keneally has more on what this race is looking like.
She'll be a familiar face in western Wisconsin. Rebecca Cook ran in last year's Democratic primary, and she's launching a new campaign this week, hoping to unseat Wisconsin's newest congressman.
Famously, Democrats have been struggling in rural Wisconsin, and Republicans continue to gain momentum in rural parts of this state.
And Democratic candidate Rebecca Cook sees herself as a possible solution, according to UW-La Crosse political scientist Anthony Chergosky.
Rebecca Cook was able to establish herself as someone who could speak to the concerns of rural residents, and that really became the cornerstone of her campaign.
Support in that part of the state was a big issue for local Democrats last fall, who wanted to see the national party step in with more support. State Senator Brad Pfaff ran for the seat last year, and Chergosky says he may be considering not running this year because of that lack of support.
And one of the considerations for Brad Pfaff is if he would want to give up his state Senate district in order to seek the House of Representatives seat.
Pfaff was the Democratic opponent of Derek Van Orden, the Republican who flipped the long Democratic seat last fall.
Derek Van Orden had a significant financial resource advantage compared to Brad Pfaff. I think a lot of candidates who are potentially interested in running here are going to be very curious about what the Democratic Party might or might not do this time around.
Now, there is one other name being floated for this seat. Wisconsin's Economic Development Secretary, Missy Hughes, is said to be considering a run as well. Reporting from the Capitol, Will Keneally, News 3 Now.
And stocks closed this week mixed despite strong earnings reports released on Friday, with the Dow slightly up while the S&P 500 and NASDAQ were slightly down. Those numbers come the same day as a University of Michigan report on consumer sentiment. It shows the slowdown of inflation has Americans feeling optimistic about the future. But a UPS strike could deliver a worrisome economic blow starting on August 1st. Here are the closing numbers for the week. Dow gained more than 100 points, NASDAQ down 24.87, and the S&P 500 down 4.62. A suspected serial killer has been charged on New York's Long Island in connection with a string of killings that started more than a decade ago. Bradley Blackburn has more on this suspect and how police say they finally found him.
Rex, did you do it?
59-year-old Rex Hewerman was escorted by police Friday, an imposing Manhattan architect and married father who is now an accused serial killer.
Rex Hewerman is a demon that walks among us.
He is charged with murdering 3 women and is the prime suspect in the death of another victim, all sex workers whose bodies were found wrapped in burlap near the ocean. They were first discovered in 2010. Hewerman was arrested outside his New York City office, where police were seen removing at least 4 computers. And outside his home in Massapequa, across the bay from where the victims were found, people who know him expressed shock.
Very quiet, dark, kept to himself, and extremely intelligent.
The search has gone on for years until police tied him to a pickup truck seen when one of the victims disappeared. Investigators say they recovered Hewerman's DNA from a pizza crust he threw away in New York City and matched it to hair found with the victims' bodies. They say he was also linked to burner phones used to arrange meetings.
We're continuing to execute search warrants, and we anticipate getting more evidence.
In all, police have recovered the remains of 11 people near Gilgo Beach. Family members have waited for answers.
I'm grateful that today is happening, and I'm hopeful for the future.
Hewerman pleaded not guilty at his arraignment. He will be held without bond and is scheduled back in court August 1st. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
Still ahead on weekend mornings, it's the 1-year anniversary of the 988 Suicide and Crisis Hotline. We'll share data seen in its first year, and you're taking a live look outside. Greg has your full forecast just ahead.
Your digital source for local news and info for 25 years. Channel 3000.
Why are there 2 extra seats? I know, Uncle Dane and his giant beard.
The Volkswagen Atlas with best-in-class third-row legroom. Visit your local Volkswagen dealer for 3.9% APR financing for 72 months on a new 2023 Atlas or Atlas Cross Sport.
Update your Bath area for accessibility without skimping on style with one call to Mad City Baths, Wisconsin's #1 remodeler. In as little as 1 day, get a new walk-in tub shower infused with Microban antimicrobial protection. Back with a lifetime warranty. And remember, once you receive a free design consultation, we'll lock your price in and guarantee it for 1 year. Now's the time to call during our triple savings sale. Save 3 ways. First, receive 50% off installation of a new bath or shower. Second, 24 months, no interest, no payments, senior military discounts. And third, call during this program and receive a free $50 Walmart gift card with your in-home estimate from Mad City. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
My late father-in-law lit up a room, but his vision dimmed with age. He had AMD. I didn't know it then, but it can progress to GA, an advanced form of the disease. His struggle with vision loss from AMD made me want to help you see warning signs of GA, like straight lines that seem wavy, blurry or missing visual spots that make it hard to see faces, like this one, or trouble with low light that makes driving at night a real challenge. If you've been diagnosed with AMD and notice vision changes, don't wait. GA is irreversible. It's important to catch it early. Talk to your eye doctor about GA and learn more at GAWon'tWait.com.
Hold on, I'm coming. You didn't tell me you were getting McDonald's.
Try a toasted bagel sandwich and pair it with a $2 medium iced coffee. Now even bolder.
Intuitive sit to start in the all-electric ID4. It's the little things. It's a VW. Visit your Volkswagen dealer today and get a $7,500 lease bonus on a new 2023 all-electric ID4.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Yeah, we certainly received some beneficial rain this past week to help with the drought. Unfortunately, the drought monitor comes out Fridays. Typically, they put together Thursdays, so this doesn't take into account the precipitation we saw. We have seen some improvements even in Iowa with all the rain they've had for the past couple of weeks, too. So that's positive news, and even for the Plain States, they've seen some improvements, too, with more rainfall. So there's still some areas of long-term drought, but overall, the picture has improved, and it will improve for us, too. You can see the rain that we did receive the last 7 days, really like a wide swath of 2 inches plus, basically from just south of Minneapolis all the way down to Madison, and then if you go to Dubuque, to Waterloo, to Mason City, 2 to 3 plus there, too, and then a few other areas up to the north, too, 1 to 2. But overall, everyone saw something, which was good, especially in that area that was red. 2 to 3 inches of rain. So the good news is we'll see some more, but this definitely does help. Precipitation-wise, a few today, showers and thunderstorms. I think tomorrow will be better coverage. We have a stronger little system diving south, and even rain chances start coming back midweek. Right now, these 2 chances don't seem as much as we saw the past few days, but it definitely will help. Temperature-wise, warm and humid today, but then things change tomorrow. It'll be cooler tomorrow, but especially coming Monday for the start of the work week, it's going to be 70s and then close to average, probably back to the low to mid 80s for most of the rest of the time. As we look at precipitation for the next 7 days, this accounts for today, tomorrow, and maybe that chance come Wednesday, Thursday, just a quarter to a half, maybe some isolated areas a little bit more if they get under a heavy thunderstorm. Better shot further north and even to the south, but overall we will add a little bit, but nothing like we saw, like I said, the previous 7 days of precipitation. So if you look at the big picture going today, fog is kind of already lifted for most of the area. We're just going to see cloud cover off and on, but generally sunny skies, hazy conditions. You'll see that. Temperatures will climb back up into the low 80s this afternoon. Once we get past this afternoon, you see a few showers start to pop up north of Eau Claire. Not going to be widespread. Those will begin to sink south and more development probably further west, La Crosse this afternoon. And this whole area will begin to sink into southern Wisconsin as we go towards the afternoon hours and through the evening hours. But a lot of misses here. Just a few areas will get hit with some of these. Not expecting any strong or severe storms with this. And generally, as it clears out this evening, we'll have skies become mostly clear overnight. Maybe a little bit more patchy fog tomorrow, but not much. And then tomorrow, the winds start picking out of the west. A very stronger system digs south with much cooler air behind it. This is going to progress with a nice area of showers and thunderstorms. Does have the potential to be a little bit more strong and organized as it comes into southern Wisconsin towards the evening hour. I think everything will start wrapping up by about 7 or 8 p.m. Then we'll start seeing clearing skies behind that, setting up probably a cool evening or cool overnight. And you see those temperatures as you wake up Monday morning, we might actually see some 40s in this with this cool air that's coming behind it, so that something to keep an eye on. Severe weather tomorrow, stronger storms, but I think most of them will stay to the south, but we'll see if that changes, because these do have an indication with a little bit of heating, we might get a little bit of stronger storms up here, something to keep an eye on for Sunday. But overall, it should be fairly quiet. And smoke, we're not going to see much improvement on that until we get probably until Monday at the earliest. Overall, there's your 10-day forecast. You can see that cool day on 70s on Monday. It'll be refreshing for July. Then we kind of warm back up with the next rain chance midweek for both areas. But the one thing to notice, we don't see too much of a hot or humid condition really anywhere in the 7-day, 10-day, maybe all the way until next week. So overall, not too bad, but more rain coming, which is good. But we're going to deal with the air quality here for a couple days.
And the drought has certainly improved a little bit with the rain that we got.
It's a short-term drought. We need more, but the good news is we got some, but we definitely need more to actually get back up where we should be.
Thank you so much, Greg. This summer's drought is a major concern for producers at the Dane County Farmers Market. Speaking with News 3 Now during Wednesday's market, some farmers say they're now investing more heavily in irrigation to resolve the issue. Josiah Harder, who's a farmer from Whitewater, says it was a big investment to dig a well and install his irrigation system, but it's paid off, making this summer just a bit more bearable.
We have irrigation set up, and that's a big investment we had to invest this year because of just no rain, especially coming into July. You know, we really look for a lot of rain through June, and we just have not got the inches that we needed.
Nearly every farmer we spoke with is taking similar measures. They need rain, and if nature isn't going to provide it, they need to adapt. Another farmer says that farmers are resilient and will make it through these tough times, even if it means struggling for a season. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline has reached its one-year anniversary. Over the past 365 days, the 988 hotline has seen a lot of traffic. Between calling and texting, the number was contacted over 100,000 times. After the switch from the 10-digit hotline to the 3-digit number, calls in Wisconsin increased 74% within the first 3 months. That ranks second in the nation during that span. Of the hotline calls, only 25% are suicide-related, and the other 75% are personal crisis issues.
The numbers we saw in this last year were much higher than we were anticipating. So before the launch of 988, we were told by our federal partners that we would receive about 55,000 calls. And for example, only 2,000 texts within the first year. And so that is what we were preparing for, and those numbers were blown out of the water. So that's amazing, and we're incredibly happy and feel really excited that people are getting the help that they need.
The hotline is meant to divert the use of police if outside intervention is needed. Still to come, Greg will have another check of your forecast. Plus, Will Loper joins us for a talk about the Hollywood writers' strike and actors' strike and what it means for some upcoming films. That's next here on Weekend Mornings.
Don't miss the Smith Brothers Factory Authorized Sale on now. Select from many styles on our showroom floor or custom order the Amish crafted sofa just right for you.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture.
At Wanakee Furniture, ETC.
If you're thinking it takes a lot of time or money to upgrade your bathroom, then think again. Call Mad City Baths. In as little as 1 day, convert your old bathtub into an easy access low step-in shower with grab bars and handhelds. Or choose a walk-in tub with relaxing hydrotherapy.
It's a spa. It's my away. I go there, fill up the bathtub, turn on the jets, and I just relax. It's now my spa.
And now during our triple savings sale, save 3 ways. First, receive 50% off installation of a new bath or shower. Second, 24 months, no interest, no payment, senior military discounts. And third, call during this program and receive a free $50 Walmart gift card with your in-home estimate from Mad City. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
When it's time to remodel your home, lean on the experts at Brothers Maine for all things appliances. As Madison and Janesville's local appliance authority since 1938, our experienced staff will make your project easy from concept to completion. Better than big box, Brothers Maine has a larger selection, lower prices, and professional advice to bring your vision to life. On time and on budget. From sales to install, we do it all. Feel great about your purchases and feel like family at Brothers Maine.
At Lawton Cates, your life counts is more than just a slogan. It's connecting you with top medical specialists after a serious injury. It's holding the insurance company responsible for your lost wages and your hospital bills. It's a guarantee that we'll be with you every step of the way and won't accept anything less than the maximum payment you deserve. We'll speak with you for free, and there's no fee until we get results for you. Your life counts. Lawton Cates. Call us today.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy? It's Planet Fitness! Now through July 19th, you can join for just $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime. With over 2,400 locations worldwide and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. Whether you're a newbie or a gym pro, you belong in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime. Deal ends Wednesday, July 19th. That's how we do.
Don't miss the Smith Brothers factory authorized sale on now. Select from many styles on our showroom floor or custom order the Amish crafted sofa just right for you.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture.
At Wanakee Furniture, ETC.
Yeah, we're definitely dealing with the hazy conditions here with the smoke that'll be in the atmosphere. We have that air quality in effect. Still some areas of fog this morning, but that has lifted. A few showers and thunderstorms today, but I think more will be on the weekend. And then cool and dry to start off your Monday. Tomorrow, temperatures in the low to mid 80s. We'll have showers and thunderstorms. Tonight, we have upper 50s, low 60s. And then as we go into tomorrow, a little bit cooler. Stronger westerly winds, more showers and thunderstorms, and that sets the stage up for like a cool start to the work week, upper 70s, and we'll get back into the 80s by Tuesday with the next chance of rain coming Wednesday and Thursday, you guys.
Thank you so much, Craig. Hollywood actors decided to go on strike this week. They joined the Writers Guild of America, who have been on strike since May, and they're asking studios for better wages, benefits, and to implement steps to avoid being replaced by AI. Will Loper is a film creator and critic in the Madison area. Have you also seen him here on News 3 with the Loper Report, and joins us now to break it down. Well, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
So first thing I want to ask you is about this writer's strike. How significant is it really to have the actors and writers both on strike at the same time?
Oh, it's incredibly significant. And I mean, this has only happened one other time in history to have both unions striking at the same time. And it was already significant that there was going to be no new productions written, no new scripts written. But with the actors now joining, productions can't continue at all.
And when was the last time this happened?
This happened last in 1960 when Ronald Reagan was president of the SAG union. And at that time, the issue was over residuals. Television was becoming part of the American forefront, and movies were getting shown over and over on television. And people who had worked on films that were being shown over and over wanted residuals. And today we're seeing kind of that same fight with streamers. Those who work on film and television, they want residuals when their work gets shown on streaming services.
And the writers, they've been on strike since May, but now with the actors on strike, they're out of the picture now. What does this really actually mean?
Well, you know, studios were able to continue with productions that already had their scripts completed, but with the actors now out of the picture, even those films, they needed to shut down completely. So we're seeing movies like Deadpool 3, they were still filming, that's done. There was the live-action Lilo and Stitch, Gladiator 2, and Beetlejuice 2.
Yeah, let's throw up that graphic.
These are just some of the films. You know, their scripts were finished, and they were like, hey, we can still just complete them, but at this point, nope, they're halted. They're not being filmed anymore.
Another question I have, you know, really who loses out the most from this? Is it the viewers or is it the companies that aren't getting their money now?
It's definitely a combination. I mean, viewers won't see anything for a little while, but eventually we're not going to see their favorite shows return, and there's going to be a lot of reality television, game shows, but eventually, you know, maybe they'll cancel their subscriptions, and it will be the streamers that hurt. but they do have a stockpile, so we'll just see what happens.
We have a little bit of time left. There is good news. Independent films like your own are still going on. Just kind of tell us about what's going on. You have one that's going to be showing in Stoughton in August, right?
Yep, August 4th, Friday. You can come to Stoughton at Merchant Cidery. It's just a silly little adventure movie we made. It was made part of the Wisconsin 48-hour film project, and it somehow it won that. But, you know, you can check out my YouTube channel, Loper Productions. They make a lot of funny movies there, so.
Thank you so much, Will. And there's more in the world of movies and TV shows right now. A new season of The After Party is out now on Apple TV+, and Will shares that and a few others in this weekend's 3 Things to Watch.
Look who decided to call. Has there been another murder?
Actually...
Newly streaming on Apple TV Plus is the 2nd season of The After Party.
Hit me with that unique rom-com sequel.
This is not a sequel.
Tiffany Haddish returns in the murder mystery show, where each episode is a suspect telling their side of the story in a different genre, like film noir.
We'd like to hear your account of what happened. I like to call them your mind movies.
The first 2 episodes of The After Party Season 2 are streaming on Apple TV Plus now.
And Grace knows that I'm...
What's that?
Pretty handy with a broom. That was a broom.
That's how I can tell you've never swept before.
It's like a lightsaber.
We are bringing back Project Greenlight.
Go. Gotcha.
Newly streaming on Max is a new season of the series Project Greenlight.
The casting, it is really going to change the movie.
I mean, I don't know, do we have a choice? Like,
I'm gonna be honest, you can't just say no. They're the studio. They're paying for this.
Issa Rae hosts the show that takes an amateur filmmaker and puts them in charge of a feature film. And we see all the drama and clashes on set that follow.
There were issues between the film crew and the series crew.
Yeah, just close the door in my face.
It's getting very hard to keep my mouth shut.
All 10 episodes of Project Greenlight, A New Generation, are streaming on Max now.
you okay?
We have an ambulance standby.
We just lost power.
What else could go wrong?
I would like you to honor these coupons.
That's just a cutout photo of Ryan Seacrest.
And newly streaming on Hulu is the 5th season of What We Do in the Shadows. The comedy about a group of vampires returns with new hijinks, including Guillermo trying to become a vampire.
I thought the transformation would be overnight, but it's been 16 days. I can't turn into a bat yet. Human form.
The first 2 episodes of What We Do in the Shadows Season 5 are streaming on Hulu now.
You live in this neighborhood?
Since 1892. Oh, say leave me, not 1892.
Those are the 3 things you need to watch, and this is Will Loper for Weekend Mornings.
Coming up next, a look at our top morning headlines. Stick with us.
Race into savings at Hy-Vee this Friday through Sunday. Fresh ground beef or turkey, $2.98 for a 1-pound package. Hy-Vee bacon, $2.99. And a 5-pound bag of potatoes, only $1.99. Only at Hy-Vee.
They explained everything to us. They came and, on time when they said they were going to get the job done. So, everything was great.
With more than 50,000 satisfied customers and an A+ rating with the BBB, Mad City Baths is your trusted source for beautiful American-made baths and showers infused with Microban antimicrobial protection so they're easy to clean. And now during our triple savings sale, save 3 ways. First, receive 50% off installation of a new bath or shower. Second, 24 months, no interest, no payment, senior military discounts. And third, call during this program and receive a free $50 Walmart gift card with your in-home estimate from Mad City. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
This summer, happiness is a new Chevy. You can go farther, tow more, and bring along everyone you love. Your road to happiness begins in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on select popular Chevy SUVs when you finance with GM Financial. Plus, make no monthly payments for 90 days. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Attention, Wisconsin veterans.
I'm Tony Evers, the governor of Wisconsin. If you are a veteran struggling to pay for rent, utilities, or other life-sustaining services, I want you to know that the Veterans Rental Assistance Program is here to help. So call 833-WISC-VRAP or visit vrapwi.com. You've always been there for us. We want you to know that we're here for you.
You've got this. Your big moment on their big day. The dress? Another one you'll never wear. Gift? Practical. Yeah, you've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with free overdraft protection transfers. So when you get invited to your third destination wedding in as many months, we'll be there with you.
When we first met Todd, we thought Jen was kidding.
You've got this with Associated Bank.
Earn a 30-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 you spend. That's a 30-cent fuel saver this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Only at Hy-Vee.
Right now is the second time the charm. The Biden administration hopes so in its fight for student loan relief. Armand Rahman has reaction from UW students. Also this half hour, thoughts from vendors at the Dane County Farmers Market about this summer's drought conditions, how it's impacting their harvest.
Some morning patchy fog gives way to some hazy skies due to the smoke. I'll time out if we'll see any showers or thunderstorms, whether we'll see more tomorrow, and what the rest of the next week looks like.
Good morning, and thanks for joining us on Weekend Mornings. It is 8:30 on this Saturday morning. Greg Barner is standing by with your first warn weather. Greg, how are you doing this morning?
Good. We kind of got rid of some of the fog we had earlier this morning. Most of the visibility now is above 5 miles, just a little bit up to the north Eau Claire of 4, but everywhere in southern Wisconsin is improved, so we're seeing that. That's the good news. No shower and thunderstorm right now. Most of it's pushed off the east, but you can see the general rotation going around here, this northwest flow, and that's why we're going to see more showers and thunderstorms probably today. You look big picture wise, there's that low up to the north. That's the one that's spinning all these waves into our area. Eventually that will come down into southern Wisconsin basically tomorrow, Friday. It's more showers and thunderstorms, but this is the pattern that's given us this opportunity along with pulling the smoke into it. Overall, we're up to the mid 60s in southern Wisconsin, 69 La Crosse, 63 in Eau Claire, and now at 66 in Lone Rock. So we're starting to improve those temperatures, warming them up. Overall, we do have the air quality out for the smoke, unhealthy. I think it'll actually get worse this afternoon and evening. This is out till noon tomorrow, 3 p.m. for Minnesota. We may see this extended until further days on Sunday. I think by Monday we should see some clearer conditions. Overall plan today, hazy skies, northwest winds up to mid 80s. The rain chance really is about 4 to 6, 4 to 7. It's just a slight chance to see a stray shower or thunderstorm. Same story for La Crosse, up to about the mid 80s, hazy sunshines, westerly winds, and then that chance of rain coming in just 4 to 6. Once again, a lot of areas will not see it, but some will. Coming up next, we'll time out those storms for today and more or less the storms that we likely will see tomorrow, when that smoke will be gone, and if we warm up next week to 90, all that coming a bit later in the broadcast.
Great, thank you. Yesterday, the Biden administration announced hundreds of thousands of student loan borrowers will have their debt wiped away. $39 billion in relief is anticipated. Armand Rahman caught up with students at UW Madison to see how they feel about the loan forgiveness.
It seems like the right moves are going to be made.
Even though school's not in session, student loans are always on people's minds. But with news that 804,000 borrowers could have their loan debt relieved.
I mean, I think it's super fantastic.
It gives us hope, you know, for a better future.
Jason Prendergast says that hope is especially important for borrowers after the U.S. Supreme Court struck down President Biden's loan forgiveness program last month.
I mean, when you get that negative news, it's kind of a heart dropper. Me in my mid-30s, not having children, I know it's definitely held me back as far as family planning and just kind of how I saw myself during this stage of my life. But battling, paying debt, and excited about the news.
UW financial aid officials tell us this latest round of relief is due to undercounted payments in income-driven repayment plans. Through the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program, they'll be automatically recalculated and forgiven but borrowers can opt out.
You know, I think it would be a good precedent to set, and that does make me hopeful that, like, yeah, we might experience something similar when we, you know, grow up.
I hope that it kind of shows that canceling student loan debt isn't necessarily a dangerous thing, that it's a good thing that we should do.
Jane Lazara only took out government loans, but she says she has friends who took out private ones that are seeing things a bit brighter.
I am a firm believer that education post-secondary should be free, at least in some way. So it's good to hear that not everybody is going to have to suffer through loans that they can't afford to pay.
That was Armand Rahman reporting. Financial aid officials tell us direct loans, Stafford loans, and Parent Plus loans of both types will be included in this debt relief. The U.S. Department of Education will be contacting borrowers in the coming days to let them know if they're eligible. Do you have your lottery ticket? Well, jackpot is for tonight's Powerball drawing is sitting at $875 million. Americans around the country are rushing to get their tickets and dreaming of starting a new life. But financial experts say if you are the lucky winner, it's best not to tell anyone right away. Instead, take your time to get your affairs in order. Experts say it's best to take the lump sum to avoid the risk of not collecting the entire payout over the next few decades. Americans are feeling optimistic about the future. The University of Michigan tracked a 13% rise in consumer sentiment in July. That's the second straight month of improvement. It's also the most optimistic Americans have felt since September of 2021. Experts say the rise was largely attributed to inflation slowing down and stability in the labor markets. Still, expectations for inflation rates remained at their lowest levels since early 2021. Middleton VFW Post 8216's teed it up for the Troops Golf outing return on Friday. The tournament started in 2005 to raise money to support community projects assisting veterans and their families. Post 8216 is named after William Sonny Simon, who was killed in action during World War II. His remains were identified by the Department of Defense last December. In March, they were finally returned to his family in Middleton to be buried.
So it's really a welcome home to Sonny, too. It was a significant event for, you know, the extended Simon family, for our Post members, and for the community. And so we do have a special display here set up acknowledging that, acknowledging Sonny's return.
The tournament also offered a cookout lunch, silent auction, and raffle prizes. Around the state now, authorities in Marathon County have captured a wanted fugitive in a secluded hideout. Take a look at some of these photos shared on the Marathon County Sheriff's Office Facebook page. They say the suspect, 44-year-old Sean Clark, was wanted on a sex offender registration violation, and an active felony warrant was out for his arrest. This hideout was in the town of Norrie, which is about a half-hour east of Wausau. In other state news, Milwaukee Mayor Cavalier Johnson has signed a historic 2% sales tax increase in an effort to save the city from financial pitfalls. On July 11th, the Milwaukee County Common Council passed the 2% sales tax increase. Mayor Johnson is a big proponent of the statewide shared revenue plan the tax hike is connected to. This decision has been called historic, as it's the first time in Milwaukee's history the city is seeing a sales tax just like this. This week's rain was a welcome sign to farmers in southern Wisconsin, coming after a long period of drought. But even with improving conditions, this summer's lack of rain has definitely left its mark on Wisconsin's farms. On Wednesday, I visited the Dane County Farmers Market to talk to local farmers about how they're coping.
At the Dane County Farmers Market, the topic of Wisconsin's ongoing drought is top of mind of both producers and buyers.
They need lots of water this year. How many are you looking for, man? All right, there's 4. $3.
Scott Alsum sells sweet corn each growing season. His first crop this summer produced smaller than normal ears of corn, going fast off his stand Wednesday.
The shorter maturity makes smaller ears. It's still sweet and everything, but you need a little more growing time to get bigger ears.
Alsum says the unseasonably dry conditions this year have not helped. Many fellow farmers Scott speaks with have told him they've been feeling the added stress brought on after a wet spring.
We're already getting calls from people saying, hey, my grower's crop is a failure. Can I get corn from you? So I think demand is going to go up as the season goes along.
Alsum, of course, is not alone.
If you can't figure out how to adapt, you're not going to survive.
Farmers like Josiah Harder from Whitewater have needed to change the way he farms, investing in a new irrigation system to avoid dead beets, cauliflower, and cucumbers.
We have irrigation set up, And that's a big investment we had to invest this year because of just no rain, especially coming into July. You know, we really look for a lot of rain through June, and we just have not got the inches that we needed.
The last time the farmers had to deal with abnormally dry fields was in 2012. Longtime farmers market participant Ted Ballwick says this year is comparable, but nowhere near the worst, thanks to advances in techniques the farmers use.
We can irrigate 5 acres. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of hoses and a lot of drip tape, and so we anticipate dry times.
But even with how dry 2023 has been, Ballwick believes it's not all bad news.
Farmers figure it out. That's what we do. We're entrepreneurs, and we have to figure it out.
And here's a reminder of how you can support local farmers. The Dane County Farmers Market runs each Saturday from 6:15 a.m. through 1:45 p.m. on the Capitol Square now through November 11th. The vendors are limited by their production and yields, so be sure to visit early for the best experience. They are also held on Wednesday markets running through November 1st, taking place between 8:30 a.m. and 1:45 p.m. each Wednesday. Happening today, the Mount Horeb Art Fair returns for its 52nd year. It's all happening in historic downtown Mount Horeb. This year's event features 175 artists and crafters, as well as the online silent auction, which returns. Today, there will also be live music taking place from 11 to 4 p.m. And if you can't make it today, the art fair does run through Sunday afternoon. Also happening today, the McKenzie Regional Workforce Center is holding its ribbon cutting ceremony. You can check out festivities at the center all throughout the day. The ribbon cutting ceremony will take place around 2, following a family-friendly event called Move and Groove for BGC. There will then be a white party taking place from 6 to 11 p.m., offering local and national talent, live music, dancing, and celebrity appearances. The center is designed to serve and inspire youth in Dane County. Still ahead, Greg has another weather update. That and more is next here on Weekend Mornings.
Improve your well-being and comfort with a new walk-in tub or shower from Mad City Baths. It's the safe, smart solution for bathing. Our custom features are designed to match your style with premium patterns like Canyon Rock, classic concrete, and more. And remember, we lock your price in and guarantee it for 1 year. Time is running out to call during our triple savings sale. Save 3 ways. First, receive 50% off installation of a new bath or shower. Second, 24 months, no interest, no payments, senior military discounts. And third, last chance to call during this program and receive a free $50 Walmart gift card with your in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
At Foster Funeral and Cremation Services, we honor legacies. Let us take care of the arrangement so you can focus on saying goodbye. Veteran-owned and operated. Experience exceptional care and affordable service with Foster Funeral and Cremation Services.
This summer, happiness is a new Chevy. You can go farther, tow more, and bring along everyone you love. Your road to happiness begins in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab LT Turbo Max pickups, or current Chevy owners get $5,750 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected, you can enjoy the dreams you've worked so hard to achieve. Save up to 27% when you bundle home, auto, and life. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Create your perfect room for entertaining, relaxing, and more with patio enclosures. Right now, get 25% off your sunroom. Plus, enjoy exceptional financing. Call today. Patio Enclosures.
A diving accident left a young woman facing life-changing injuries.
I distinctly remember losing the feeling of like the water touching my body.
See how she's staying focused on beating the odds and reaching her goals.
The chance is all I need.
Monday on News 3 Now at 6. Madison Mallards Baseball brings you a night of fireworks on the base paths, and after the game is over, don't miss the Mallards' next fireworks night, Friday, July 21st against the Green Bay Rockers. Get your tickets today. News 3 Now is a proud sponsor of Madison Mallards Baseball.
Yeah, we're tracking this upward low that's sitting out to the north of Canada. That's the one that's actually bringing the showers and thunderstorm chance, but also pulling the smoke. You can see the rotation coming from west to east there as we look at up to the north. Overall temperatures in the mid-60s. Most of the region right now have climbed back up, even approaching 70 in a few areas. Timing out, we definitely will have that haze out there. Could even be thick as we go this afternoon, getting up to about mid-80s. The rain chance will probably be between about 4 and 7 p.m. Just a slight chance in Madison, too, with that northwest wind. Similar story in La Crosse with the haze and the smoke out there. Once again, the rain chance will probably be between about 4 and 7. Just a slight chance. Not going to see widespread coverage like we saw yesterday. We'll see more probably as we go towards Sunday. It's all responsible to that low that's spinning, as I mentioned before. We're going to see wave after wave come across with really the main low coming through tomorrow, and that's why we're expecting maybe more showers and thunderstorms as we get to tomorrow, as that kind of continues to push into the area. Later in the broadcast, I'll time out those showers and thunderstorms as well as give you an idea when we might see that smoke leave the area a bit later in the broadcast.
Thank you so much, Greg. A La Crosse ordinance passed earlier this week to effectively ban the unsheltered population from camping in city parks. For many people in La Crosse, the decision brought a handful of emotions. WKBT's Michael Germain reports.
You know, there's people that are homeless that are not causing any problems, and then you got the homeless that are drug addicts and stuff like that.
It's been less than 24 hours since the La Crosse Common Council voted to ban overnight camping in all city parks.
Another buildings or buying other buildings or something to just give them a place to stay.
Homeless people we talked to say even if they're forced to leave the city's park, the problem of homelessness isn't going away.
Because the Salvation Army is already full.
Since camping at Huska Park was banned earlier this year, many of the city's homeless have found their way to other parks and even public parking ramps.
The difference between over there and over here.
The ordinance changes the way police enforce camping on city property, primarily parks.
People can't, they're not right over there.
Enforcement on the ordinance could begin as soon as today, and where the city's homeless population goes after that is anybody's guess.
Everybody over here, we're all family over here, so it's all good.
The people we spoke to today tell me there's no one-size-fits-all answer to such a complex problem.
That was Michael Germain reporting. For more information on this story, you can check out news8000.com for the latest update. Still ahead, Andrew Banster has your Friday night sports action. That's next. Plus, you're taking a live look outside. Greg has another check at the forecast next.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
At Lawton Cates, we provide compassion and guidance after a serious accident. From the first phone call, we're by your side. We know how much is at stake, and we're dedicated to ensuring you can heal and move forward. Your life counts. Lawton Cates.
This summer, happiness is a new Chevy. You can go farther, tow more, and bring along everyone you love. Your road to happiness begins in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab LT Turbo Max pickups, or current Chevy owners get $5,750 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Fudge? Here you go. Well, that's us. Keebler Fudge Stripes. Magic is here.
Planning a remodel? Don't toss your cabinets, furniture, and appliances. Donate to Habitat Restore. Your items stay out of landfills while proceeds create housing solutions for hardworking families. Build a stronger community with Habitat Restore of Dane County.
When your travel adventure is more of a misadventure, it matters where you stay.
And here's some warm DoubleTree cookies.
DoubleTree by Hilton. Hilton for the stay.
Attention, Wisconsin veterans.
I'm Tony Evers, the governor of Wisconsin.
If you are a veteran struggling to pay for rent, utilities, or other life-sustaining services, I want you to know that the Veterans Rental Assistance Program is here to help. So call 833-WISC-VRAP or visit vrapwi.com. You've always been there for us. We want you to know that we're here for you.
Creating family memories is what Maple Leaf Landscaping is all about. We design and build outdoor spaces that bring people together. Landscaped spaces for any size family. Functional, beautiful, a place everyone will enjoy. And it all starts with a free visit at your home by one of our landscape experts. So call Maple Leaf Landscaping today and have us create an outdoor living space for your home.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Yeah, the beneficial rains we had last week did help to prove the drought. However, the drought monitor comes out, basically they put this together Thursday and comes out Friday. So it doesn't reflect the precipitation that we saw. But we have seen some improvements in Iowa, going even further south into the plain states with the precipitation they've had, because that pattern's kind of sat to just to the west of us, and across Illinois too has helped too. So we'll see improvements as it comes out next week, but we still could use more. But definitely, as you look at the precipitation that we saw really for the last 7 days, really 2 to 3 inches, pretty much widespread as you go across southern Wisconsin. Kind of 2 areas from Madison just to the west of La Crosse, and there's another area, Eau Claire, over to Green Bay at area 2. So those areas are big, and then Dubuque, Waterloo, and to Mason City also had a nice area of 2 to 3 inches. So overall, this is good news, what we really do need, but still we could use some more. We're going to get a little bit more probably today, but more maybe tomorrow. Showers and thunderstorms, better chances that low kind of pushes further south into our area tomorrow, and then another opportunity probably maybe Wednesday and Thursday. Temperature-wise, a little bit humid today, but tomorrow will be cooler, and then definitely you'll feel at the beginning of the work week, we'll be back in the 70s. And then for the rest of the week, we should be about average, which is low to mid-80s. Really no hot conditions are expected, at least through the next week. Precipitation-wise, with all that we're looking at, it's about maybe a quarter to a half. Pretty much widespread. A lot of areas will get some won't get much, but even if you get some, it's not going to be that much. Up to the further north in the UP or further to the south where the storm track is, a better chance of precipitation. As we zoom out, you can kind of see that. But overall, we'll get something probably, but not really until this evening or afternoon do the showers and thunderstorms chances increase. Overall, as we go through noon, up to about 80. There's a few showers start popping up north of Eau Claire, Rochester, and they'll make their way towards La Crosse in the afternoon. A lot of misses here, very small little showers or thunderstorms, so many areas will remain dry. Going into this evening, you'll still see those progress further south, and by the time we get to 7 or 8, a lot of the activity will be done with. Clearing skies overnight. Temperatures will get back down into the low 60s, upper 50s for most locations. I don't know, we might see some fog, but I think stronger winds will probably keep that at bay. And then the stronger system tomorrow, you can see the showers and thunderstorms really come through quite rapidly after about 2 p.m. La Crosse by 5, and then in southern Wisconsin probably between 4 and 8. This will be a bigger organized, maybe even a broken line of showers and thunderstorms. Could be some stronger ones in here. Definitely windy with the west wind picking up, so we'll have to keep an eye on these coming through. Better chance everyone will get wet tomorrow. By the time we get to 9, a lot of that begins to push south, fall apart, and sets up probably a cool, after a cool Sunday night into Monday morning. You're going to see upper 40s, maybe even mid 40s as you wake up Monday morning. Definitely a chill, quite chilly for coming into July with 40s for lows, but it will set up a nice day. Storm chance severe, as I mentioned, to further to the south, but we'll see if we get a few stronger ones tomorrow. But the smoke will be the big deal. I think thick today. We'll see improvements probably in surface-based smoke, maybe going in tomorrow, but overall air quality today definitely will be not that great, and probably a little bit of improvement coming tomorrow. The 10-day shows that cool day on Monday with upper 70s for both locations. Then we warm back up with the next chance of rain Wednesday and Thursday, and then cooling back off. It looks dry next weekend, but the one thing you notice in all these 7 to 10 day, really no hot conditions to speak of as they're seen in the southwest. That's going to stay out there. We're not going to quite see it yet.
Thank you so much, Greg. Now to sports with Andrew.
After a 4-day break, the Brewers were back at it with a huge series in the NL Central. The Crew trailed the Reds by just 1 game in the standings, and 1 win goes a long ways towards the season series. Corbin Burns starts off the second half for the Brewers. He was in Cy Young form. Burns went 6 shutout innings, allowing just 2 hits while fanning 13 batters. That's tied for the second most in an MLB game this season. Then in the 7th, the Crew broke free. Victor Caratini bloops one into the outfield. That would bring home Willie Adames for the game's winning run. Brewers win it 1-0. Wisconsin's next star running back might have committed yesterday to the school, and Dylan Jones is his name. The 4-star commit is a Maryland native that is the 9th-ranked running back in the nation and is the top commit in Bucky's 2024 class. The 4-star running back chose Wisconsin over Auburn, South Carolina, and Michigan, among other Power 5 schools. On the ice, Brock Caulfield is heading north next season. The former Badger signed a 1-year deal with the Toronto Marlies, an affiliate of the Maple Leafs, and will skate in the AHL this season. During his 5 seasons in Madison, Caulfield scored 33 goals and tallied 41 assists to help the Badgers bring home a Big Ten championship in 2021. That's your morning sports fix. Have a fantastic weekend.
Coming up next, a Bob kitten is being treated at the Dane County Humane Society. How they're hoping to help her out before getting her back with the other kitties. That's next.
Don't wait until November. Black Friday in July is now at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Save up to $450 instantly on appliance deals like these. And low monthly payment options starting at just $10 a month. Black Friday in July is here at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley.
Are you sure about this?
I got this. I watched a video online.
I'm good. I can't help you with that bruised ego, but I can help you replace this roof safely.
Let the experts at Felco do the heavy lifting this summer with 30% off roofing and siding. Plus, no interest until 2025.
30% off roofing and siding ends soon. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Felco.
Looks like you've been sleeping well.
Megan, he's back. The My Pillow guy.
And you're looking good.
Still feeling good.
Well, just when you thought it couldn't get any better, we've got the best pillow ever, My Pillow 2.0. I'm interrupting this commercial to let you all know that you have made My Pillow 2.0 a huge success. And because of your amazing support, we've expanded My Pillow's USA manufacturing and jobs. To make room for this, we're clearing out our Percale bed sheets. And to thank you, I'm giving them to you at closeout prices. King size, only $39 a set. Queens, $35 a set. Full size, $29, and twin size, just $25. So go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to take advantage of this once-in-a-lifetime offer. Get these My Pillow bed sheets now. Once they're gone for good.
Life's better when you're under our roof. That's because our expert agents will make you feel totally protected with the right auto and home coverage at the right price. Also, you can enjoy the dreams you've worked so hard to achieve. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Create your perfect room for entertaining, relaxing, and more with patio enclosures. Right now, get 25% off your sunroom. Plus, enjoy exceptional financing. Call today.
Patio enclosures.
Don't wait until November. Black Friday in July is now at Ashley. Find in-stock doorbusters at discounts up to 60% off. Plus, get bonus discounts on clearance items and special buys. And low monthly payment options starting at just $9 a month. Only at Ashley.
Mission Unstoppable, Saturday morning at 9.
Finally this morning, Dane County's Humane Society Wildlife Center is caring for a special patient right now, their first ever Bob kitten. The little female was found as an orphan near Mazomanie. They estimate her to be 9 to 10 weeks old. When she arrived, the Bob kitten was thin and dehydrated, as well as hungry and covered in burrs. The Wildlife Center presumes something happened to her mother. Super cute, Greg, but might rip your head off in a year or so, right?
Yeah, super cute when they're little kitties, but they're not when they get older.
Let's get one final check of the forecast.
Hazy smoke will be the big story today. The air quality is out to tomorrow. Probably get worse this afternoon. Showers, thunderstorms, better chance tomorrow. I think most people could get wet. Not so much today. Cool start to your Monday. There's your temperatures today. Mid 80s, upper 70s further north tonight. Upper 50s, low 60s. And then tomorrow, cooler. Westerly winds increase. We get to upper 70s to low 80s.
Thank you so much, Greg. Have a great Saturday.